Weil die sehen alle ähnlich aus. Boah, was bist denn du für ein Tierchen? Naja. Wow. Beautiful.
Ah, traveler in Paimon. Good to see you.
Are you kidding?
But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started.
Labert
The
hier.
Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations.
Ooh, front row seat.
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep.
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look at the...
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there.
Yeah, we'll just go to...
Mädchennummer. Hier. Ist hier was? Gut, schön eingerichtet.
Follow me.
Wow.
Too slow.
Allah. Wie das aussieht. Das könnte ein Foto werden. So. Okay. Picture gemacht.
Oh, these should be our...
Hey,
traveler. Maybe we should...
Excuse me, I did not realize you felt awkward. I would be perfectly happy to chat with you.
Oh, so you... wait, that's not it. Paimon's... Sorry. Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also...
A friend, you say? Well, if Mr.
Oh, so you're not friends with Lenny, then... Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard, and as required by proper etiquette, I will also...
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to...
Wait, Nervillet?
I saw you all chatting just now. Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief
Oberster
Justice.
Richter.
That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the
Whoa, sorry for being...
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. And by the way, I should probably let... There's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose. I believe she is trying... So I think you should take notice of her sooner rather than later.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro-Archon.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy...
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro-Archon?
All right, please wait.
Yay! The show is finally about to start!
Kurz darauf beginnt das Publikum einzutreten und der Vorhang. So schnell kann ich nicht lesen. Aber genießen wir die Show.
Lights, the show must be starting! Sorry. Bye, Mama.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign.
Whatever.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing... So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing... Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Good point. That's what makes...
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now... I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Oh, and before I forget, you never know what can happen in the blink of an eye.
Boah.
A magician's greatest skill
Jetzt geht's ab.
is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless.
Ich finde den cool. Oh.
But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky.
Wow.
Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes.
Irgendwas passiert.
It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do.
Wow. Wow.
Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Hä? War's das? Ich will mehr.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do that? Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear?
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still... To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than...
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her.
Thank you everyone. But our magical journey has only just the magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was in which case, I have ample time to make all. So, for my next trick, I will require, please, if my there are 2 boxes and only 2 boxes. One is here. I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next. Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the...
Wow! How's he? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does
The lucky audience member will be generated. It selects numbers. Now then, let's begin. Let me see. Oh, please, come forward. My assistant will take you, but...
Oh nein.
I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. You don't need to do anything. If the magic...
Oh,
All right, like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep... I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be Oh, and no tricks.
ooh! Paimon kinda wants
No, that won't do. Come on, repeat. 60! That's right, perfect.
54. Why aren't you counting them?
I am counting in my head. Merely a consequence of...
Oh, all right. You look so serious that 40.
Mr. Linney,
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-check. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example...
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at.
Oh,
What was that noise? Did you hear it too?
ja, was passiert doch, oder?
Sure. Anyway, that's
What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. It seems things aren't quite going as... It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know 10 seconds and change.
10!
Almost there now. Whew. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly!
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Wow, wie hat er das gemacht?
Ta-da!
Alter. Was ist denn jetzt passiert? Nee. Oh, irgendjemand hat's manipuliert.
Is this part of... Mr. Linney, you're going to use magic to fix the state...
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was...
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident...
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom.
Alter. Das kam unerwartet. Bisschen Gänsehaut bekommen.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linney's magic troupe. Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young...
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
I know the truth. I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney,
Voila.
is now the prime suspect for the serial disappearances.
Huh? Why me? This...
No, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? Now that I think about it, that whole speech about...
He was in the box on the stage the entire time. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearance.
Save discussion for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume...
I just think that he...
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show.
I mean, of course, my dear people. That's right. I mean you, traveler. You'll support Linney, won't you?
Oh Gott.
But with... So, no more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser.
I understand. Charges have now... Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her Are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well.
La.
The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides... Linney and his troupe are... The audience may be...
Boah, jetzt wird's spannend, Leute. Jetzt wird's spannend, Leute.
sorry about everything that...
Of course!
Yeah, I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now good to hear. I'm sure everyone sees... I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an... As for how that girl chosen from the audience could... Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself...
Which is precisely why we need to investigate! As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been that which is possible.
So
When
witzig.
we were reading at the... Don't worry, Paimon used her...
I think they look cute.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah. Since we're going to start investigating,
Oh, well...
The secrets behind our magic are past saving, Linny.
I suppose you're right. Tis truly a pity. But if revealing our secret, we should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic.
Alright, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are...
Okay. Jetzt heißt es, herausfinden,
Hello, officer. How's the investigation
wer missgebaut hat.
going?
I see. You
What do you...
come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, the assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell. And this is the real However, if you look carefully, the box was all these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see that. If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned.
But he doesn't have a motive.
Are you both good?
Well, you can't say...
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is I've seen a lot of cases. And I tend to be pretty... Anyway, you may investigate the scene.
Über die Verlagte lassen sich der aktuelle Stand der Beweis- und Hinweissammlung und Informationen über den Fall zusammenstellen. In der Verlagte kannst du noch nicht aufgedeckte Beweise und Hinweise prüfen und ihnen dann in den entsprechenden Gebieten nachgehen. Mit der Fähigkeit Spürsinn kannst du innerhalb eines bestimmten Bereichs um dich herum Beweise und Hinweise entdecken, die du untersuchen kannst, um den Gesamtfortschritt voranzutreiben. Alter, wie geil ist das bitte? Ermittlungsberichte... Okay. Informationen. Aha. Nice, Alter. Da freue ich mich. Das wird nice. So, bevor wir weitermachen, gibt es aber einen Gutscheincode für euch. 60 Urgestein wartet auf euch. Zack. Hier ist der Code. Werde ich auch in die Beschreibung reinpacken. Viel Spaß damit. Nehmen wir das mal direkt an. Da ist das Ding. Und wir haben noch Urgestein, weil ja die Wartung dazu kam. So, das werden wir natürlich direkt in Jelan investieren. Bitte bringt mir Glück, Leute. Bitte bringt mir Glück. Wir machen Einzelpuls. Come on. Bringt mir Glück. Nicht Pech. Ich sollte mir Glück bringen. Bringt mir Glück. Oh, 666, Teufelszahl. Teufel ist auf meiner Seite. Jetzt kann alles schief gehen. Wow, eine Lanze erhalten. Aber egal. Dafür können wir hier nochmal für Urens Schicksal kaufen. Zack. Ich habe ein gutes Gefühl. Jelan kommt jetzt. Safe. Safe, guck jetzt. Jelan. Das ist es. Das ist es. Doch nicht. Aber das. Safe. 100 Pro. Nee, aber jetzt. Jetzt. Safe. Scheißen weg. Egal. So. Die weiße Linie untersuchen. Aha. Wird es dann direkt auf E? Ah, mit E können wir alles markieren. Hier. Untersuchen.
So this is the rope that broke and caused the... The rope looks pretty durable. How
Ja,
can
das
it
ist
be
echt
burned
seltsam.
through so quickly by fireworks?
Hatte... Oder...
Why are you suddenly so serious, traveler?
Das wurde schon vorher geplant. Ich schau mir die Stelle an, wo das Seil riss.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from
Das
different
Material ist ein
material.
anderes. Okay.
Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
Es ist brennbar. Sieht aus wie Zunder.
So wait, Paimon should write.
So, Paimon macht das. Okay, wir hatten da hinten noch ein paar Sachen gehabt. Hier. Maurice. Bester Mann.
Oh, this locate. The seats were all booked in advance. Sure, it's not like this. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself.
Wait.
Apparently, she wasn't a regular. The Magic Troop members all. Simply put, she wasn't related to the Magic Troop at all.
Were the
That's how it seems to us, in any case.
okay?
No need to be so formal. It is of utmost importance that we get.
Informationen über die Identität des vermissten Menschen. Mädchen, sorry. Ah, das haben wir. Hier ist noch was. Der beschädigte Zauberschrank wurde zurückgelassen, nachdem die... Okay. Können wir das nicht untersuchen? Okay. Haben wir schon. Da hinten ist noch etwas. Quentin.
The investigation team.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Linny and Lynette with their side of the investigation.
You're trying to help them?
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so...
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all. The machine.
Ah,
I'm sure you
krass.
already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a. In other words, Linny knew.
Alter.
That much checks out.
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Linny.
Okay, das ist seltsam. Aber habe ich mir schon gedacht gehabt. Ah, es gibt weitere Hinweise. Hier gibt es, glaube ich, nichts mehr. Wir müssen jetzt da runter. Hier ist irgendwo etwas. Da. Oh, man muss an allen Bereichen mal schauen.
I see that you're. If you find any new and
We don't have too many.
then why don't?
The thud. Oh,
Yes, exactly. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath.
Das habe ich gehört.
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water to.
wait. Wasn't the noise we heard?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particular. Oh, that's true.
That does remind Paimon.
Seltsames Geräusch während der Zaubershow. Hier hinten ist noch etwas. Zack. Nehmen wir natürlich auf. So, ich glaube, hier sind wir durch. Nochmal sicherheitshalber alles anschauen. Ne, hier sind wir durch. Hier sind alle Punkte abgearbeitet. Okay, gucken wir los. Hier vielleicht was? Yes. Molly!
Lenny's still talking to the guards. Let's see. I think someone will be assigned to monitor.
Mhm. Danke für die nichtssagende Information. Oh. Ist hier was? Ist hier was gewesen? Vielleicht? Nee. Immer alles anschauen. Man weiß nie.
Hey, you!
Hey,
Yes,
you!
both of you! Over here! I've
Wer
been
bist
keeping
denn
an
du?
eye on you.
Huh? You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those.
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Oh, me. Who are you?
From mediating
You,
dispute,
me.
I,
No,
Navia,
me.
have the honor of being its renowned
Sieht
president.
aus wie Fischl.
Though those who play by our rules call
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
And I'm Melus, Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs.
Ich bin der Ober und bin auch dabei. Genau die Stimme.
Boss.
Well,
Hätte
My
das.
apologies,
Alter,
Demoiselle.
ich schwör.
Should you prefer...
no need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay.
All merely trite, that's right. I've always kept an eye on the series. Judging from the look of things.
Really? We think so, but how did you...
Intuition, naturally. Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without... But that's not uncommon for her. If you remember, the Justice had to interrupt her and ask if... Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Sounds more like you just don't trust...
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit, all right, I've answered your question.
Wait a minute. Did that answer...
Well, I say it does. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's...
Well...
And why would that be?
Most astute of you, Demoiselle. I, too, think that no matter how wonderful this... And if that can be done...
All right, that's... Now, I need...
Wait! That's what... That's more like...
Far be it from me to... You wish to save a friend from false accusation.
You have a point. And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got...
I have nothing to add.
Oh.
We'll be making some...
Wait, sind hier noch Hinweise? Nein. Da vorne ist noch ein Hinweis.
Sorry, but no one can freely...
Were you always guarding...
Yes, after the Chief Justice, so the missing girl couldn't have left. I doubt there was...
How can you be so...
Well, because I couldn't see Linny's performance from here, which... But
Aha.
still,
Also ist niemand von draußen reinkommen.
we Melusines are...
So, it's safe to say the girl... Alright, thank you for your help.
Es muss einen anderen Eingang geben. Beziehungsweise Ausgang. Den müssen wir finden. Das ist wichtig. Ist hier oben etwas?
Paimon wonders how Linny's discussion with the guards is going.
Oh, okay. Die Fähigkeit ist weg. Schade.
Things are getting interesting, huh?
Ich dachte, wir können weitermachen.
Magic is made.
Understood. Then I will...
Very good.
You may spare the pleasant...
You've arrived. Who's this? Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem... Sorry, I got a little carried away there. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join us?
Fine. Oh, new help.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you...
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Let's go.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here?
Nein, noch nicht.
I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods.
Huh. Weren't there balloons and other decorations here?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from...
The back? You mean...
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be... The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put...
Zwischenwand.
Exactly.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
I knew you'd figure out. The two magic boxes are positioned. See this? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over.
This trolley can raise... I see. So...
Precisely.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time...
Right! You were talking about...
Ah, yes. My assistant and I had already...
And what about Lynette?
I was in the mezzanine space.
Oh!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes, and no one can tell who's who.
Alter, krass.
And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform.
So that's how it all worked!
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and then I walk out of the other box in the audience area. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been and yet, to think that, could we have a look around?
This is the scene of the crime. So Linny and Lynette are not prepared.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now.
Thanks, everyone. We're...
Also muss die von hier abgehauen sein. Steuereinheit prüfen. Okay, scheint automatisch zu funktionieren. Die Leiter untersuchen. Hier. Aha. Was haben wir noch? Das haben wir überprüft. Hier ist noch etwas. Ein Haken?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
Perhaps it was a prop for a
Whatever it is.
Zurückgelassenes Hakenseil. Für was? Das ist aber seltsam. Richtig mysteriös. Die Vase ist runtergefallen.
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why?
Oh, Paimon knows. It's one of those tricks. And here's a broken vase.
That can't be.
Also jemand ist dran vorbeigelaufen und hat dann die Vase runtergehauen. Und Kleidung ist hier auch noch.
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from. Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be.
Right. And do you really... Ugh. This is...
Kleidung des Mädchens. Paimon sieht einfach so gut aus, die kann immer so bleiben, wenn sie möchte. So, mehr gibt es nicht. Oder? Hier gibt es nichts. Hier vorne. Die Fahrbahn untersuchen. Aha. Die Schienen sind exakt so, wie sie sein müssen. Die Lagerkisten untersuchen. Aha. Und hier sind noch zwei Bereiche. Rollwagen. Und hier ist ein Lüftungsschacht. Da kann man rauslaufen.
It seems someone could fit through.
Alone, perhaps.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
Die Zauberschränke könnten auch als Ausgang genutzt werden. Nee.
You're right. Let Paimon run.
Es gibt nur diesen einen Weg. Kann ich rein? Aber der nicht.
Yes. Let's head back up.
Das ist irgendwie begrenzt. Schade, dass wir da nicht reinkommen. Wäre witzig gewesen. Vielleicht hätten wir Fußspuren entdeckt.
Well, we've ascertained the state. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns.
Apologies for the wait, Demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the
Sie halten diese Wahrscheinlichkeit für sehr gering, da die Lüftungsöffnung in den Keller des Opernhaus
The
führt.
guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident, and no one was.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually...
The plot thickens. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then...
That's right. This is how a trial... That's right. The statements from both, to put it simply...
Mal gespannt, wie das sich weiterentwickeln wird. Ich habe noch gar keinen Plan. Lüftungsschacht war meine einzige Vermutung und das haben wir jetzt mal komplett.
I'm ready to break out at any...
Of course. I just hope...
In that case,
Belegt, weil es ja wieder in ein Opernhaus führt. Was ist das? So kann ich das nicht anklicken? Oh. Das sind die Beweise. Ich habe alle Beweise. Aber mir fehlen noch im Tunnel und hier oben noch zwei Hinweise.
Understood, Demoiselle.
Können wir wieder da rein? Das ist aber seltsam. Ich habe doch alles mir angesehen gehabt.
Wait, you're careful.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demo.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds.
Good. These three are quite the
Oh, ich hätte auch Bock drauf.
From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff.
Sieht richtig lecker aus.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging.
Oh, don't underestimate. Anyway.
Only.
Well,
Tea is ready to be served as
Oh, das sieht lecker aus. Junge.
all right then. However, we can assume magician twins could
Exactly.
Müssen ich noch mal rein?
flower vase, resulting in the shattering of the vase. That is, perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too.
Paimon thinks that makes.
True. But the only people left to consider.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications?
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, nor does she have any motive. The guard.
Well, from the sound of things, your macarons are amazing, though, Navi.
They are my.
What? 5?
Please don't worry about it. At my age.
No. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate two. Wait. Even
Was
you don't
labert
if
ihr?
Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then maybe.
All right, Malus. Set it.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons.
Exactly. We don't want.
As you wish,
And I have the egg.
Ja, Zukunft, Mann. Ich will auch mal Macarons machen. Genau die aus Genshin Impact.
Well, that's it for snack. I don't know. It would be. All right. It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula.
Ja, geht mal weg.
Malus?
Damit ich den Fall lösen kann.
If I find anything.
Möglichkeit der Beteiligung eines Dritten. Okay.
It's time to put our heads together.
Eine Sekunde.
Gotta get our defense ready for the trial.
Kann ich da noch rein?
Oh, it's probably gonna be a long and difficult case.
Kann ich da noch rein?
There's no point in worrying.
Ja. Ich will es mir anschauen.
Here, take Paimon's notes. They should help you review the
So.
situation.
Nee, geht nicht. Schade. Wieso geht das nicht? Hier kann ich aber was untersuchen. Vielleicht finde ich etwas. Eine Sekunde. Die Fahrbahn untersuchen hatte ich. Das haben wir untersucht. Hier sind Klamotten. Fehlt da ne? Fehlt da irgendwas? Nein, ne? Nein. Wo kann ich die Hinweise sehen? Ich habe nichts dafür. Was sehr seltsam ist. Naja, oder war es das? Das hier. Nein. Okay. Dann gehen wir raus. Zurück an die Oberfläche. Das ist aber seltsam hier. Nächster Vormittag. Zwischen 8 und 10 Uhr. Zack. Okay, nehmen an der Verhandlung teil. Wir müssen hier einmal raus.
Too slow.
Also ich habe echt keine... Oh, falsche Richtung. Anscheinend ist es hier. Allah. Wir machen die Verhandlung einfach hier. Geil. Ich habe ein paar Gedanken. So. Hier, da fehlt aber noch etwas. Das nervt mich. Kann man das jetzt verbinden? Nee, kann man nicht.
Just relax. Even if everyone else suspects, besides, I doubt.
Thanks, Navia.
Best of luck to you.
Wow. Sieht ja nice aus.
Finally, you're back. Well, how did your investigation?
To be honest, You might.
No. We're already very grateful that you.
Well, now, don't you all look disappointed? That was to be expected, of course. But don't let that stop you. I shall be terribly.
Since both parties are present, I declare. Firstly, in order for the audience to understand the.
Yes, of course. I will explain while Lynette demonstrates.
Thank you, Mr. Linney. In that case, I take your statement. You ran to and remained hidden within the magic box in the audience stands once the trick began, and thus couldn't.
Yes, that's correct, Your.
In that case, I call upon the prosecution. Lady Farina.
Why, of course I do. Allow me to take the first shot and break this case wide open. Mr. Linney is clearly lying.
Oh, jetzt wird's spannend.
There is no way you could have been in the box the whole time if you were to abduct Halsey and murder
That is simply your hypothesis based on the presumption that I.
Oh, is that so? And
the roaring countdown of the crowd, of course. That's how I kept track of the time and built anticipation.
And you didn't hear anything else at all? Nothing that might leave an impression?
No, nothing.
I see. But when the count reached 30 seconds or so...
Huh?
Hey.
Konnte Lenny den Knall nicht gehört haben. Stimmt.
Yeah, I'm sure he could have heard a noise that loud from inside the box.
I was right by the box and I definitely heard the thud.
Uh-oh.
Look at those scales. Could those mean...
Well then, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to use the words of the magician himself. Of course, I have armed myself to do far more than smash your alibi. Confidence cannot go unfounded, and my found... Tell me, aren't you and Lynette...
The House of the Hearth?
Nee.
No wonder they did something.
So the serial disappearances were the Fatsui's doing. Now,
I've got a feeling that what happened on stage probably wasn't just an accident.
Okay. Die verlieren gerade.
That's irrelevant. Our identities have nothing to do with what happened.
Indeed. Then perhaps you could tell us everything that happened. Your first priority is to prove yourself innocent after all. I'm sure there is little that needs to be kept secret now.
Irgendwas stimmt nicht.
The Outlander is...
Irgendwie habe ich das Gefühl, dass sie will,
Oh my, don't they look
dass die verlieren.
flabbergasted?
Aber aus welchem Grund?
Now comes... Oh, good thing I made all those preparations.
Hey, Linny. What?
Order! Order! Mr. Linney, allow me first. When the thud was heard in the Opera House, you were neither in the box nor the tunnel. Second, you and Ms. Lynette are both members of the House of the Hearth. Are these claims true? Please answer my...
I'm sorry. Yes, they're true, Your Honor.
Oh.
I knew it.
Well, that's it. We might as well move on to the...
What should we do now?
Granted.
Mein Mandat hat eine wichtige Information. Ja.
What is your request?
Kurz Vertagung. Es gibt Dinge, die wir besprechen müssen.
The defendant deceived the...
Order! Your request is reasonable, and we shall adjourn.
So you would stick to Mr. In that case, my dear audience, let...
Da bin ich mal gespannt. Ich hätte jetzt entscheiden können. Krass. Ich will wissen, wo die waren.
Well, this is awkward. I'm sorry, traveler.
Yeah. Paimon doesn't know it. We based our entire reasoning on the... Not to set the wrong tone or anything.
I'm very sorry. I know you've clashed with the Fatui several times before. I wouldn't be so... But our organization is very, very large, and the Harbingers have very different personalities and goals.
Right now, we want to save people.
That's right. I'm sure we're on the same page when it comes to this nation. I knew if it weren't for our respective identities, that's why I didn't wish to flat out lie to you. The truth is very important, but being completely transparent. So, you be the judge. You met a Fatus who works as a magician, a trickster by trade. But still, I'm asking you to...
Sorry. Please.
Well, you both say that, but... Right. Let's hear your answer first.
Of course. I'll answer. We've been trying to find out how the Oratrice operates. We want to know what... During our investigations, we learned that the machine's core is beneath it. From that moment on, Lynette and I have been designing this box swap trick, with the objective of getting close...
Is that why you needed a whole minute?
That's right. In truth, the audience would take about 75 seconds to count down from 60, while I would... So, after jumping into the tunnel, I accessed the Opera House basement via the vent, and went to investigate the room in which the core is stored.
That air vent was created during the construction of the tunnel specifically to...
Well, nothing. As soon as I reached that room and was... Which should have been impossible, of course. I was quite certain that voice seemed to recognize me and tried to speak to me. I chose to err on the side of caution and retreated the way... On the way back, I saw the broken vase and the clothes on the ground, but the countdown was almost finished. After that, the homicide occurred just as you saw.
Well, that explains
Alter.
why you didn't hear the thud.
Wie ist denn los?
Because of that prophecy I told you about, of course. We must know all we can about this nation's secrets in order to deal with that prophesized crisis.
That's the only way we can save everyone.
So, there you have it. The whole truth. It was never my wish to proceed under the... But, like I said earlier, you can be the judge. If you...
Well, Traveler, you decide. Paimon will follow your lead however you choose.
Ich glaube an Fakten. Wenn du nicht der Täter bist, werde ich dich weiterhin verteidigen.
Okay.
Thanks for giving us a chance.
The current problem is that the scales are tipped. If we want to refute the Hydro Archon's accusations, huh?
Die Vertagung ist fast vorbei. Lass uns zurückgehen. Linis Aussage. Stimmende. Okay, das waren die zwei gewesen, die zwei Hinweise, die uns gefehlt haben. Verstehe jetzt. Gibt's hier noch was? Nein? Gibt's hier was? Nein? Okay. Schade. Tagungsverbau und der spannende Prozess wird wieder aufgenommen.
Both parties have returned to their positions. Let us continue the trial.
Let's go.
When last we left off, Mr. Linney acknowledged the new evidence presented by Lady Farina as fact. Therefore, Lady Farina may continue...
That took long enough. Now, at this stage, let's revisit that scene from Linney's perspective.
Mittler anhand der Schilderung der Ereignisse der Gegenseite, welche Aspekte ihrer Aussagen nicht stichhaltig sind. Anhand der Beweise und Hinweise, die im Laufe der Untersuchung des Falls gewonnen wurden, können die unhaltbaren Aspekte des Falls widerlegt und durch neue Schlussfolgerungen ersetzt werden. Wenn das Publikum mit einem Gegenargument überzeugt, kann das zu mehr Unterstützung für den eigenen Standpunkt führen. Okay. Oh shit. Sobald alle unhaltbaren Aspekte identifiziert und widerlegt sind, wird der Widerlegungskreis abgeschlossen und die Wahrheit offenbart. Oh mein Gott. Das wird jetzt spannend.
As the countdown began, he entered the tunnel. When the flatbed trolley passed, he opened the box and got into an altercation with Halsey, which caused... He did not realize that the sound could be heard by everyone in the Opera House. Finally, he used the vase to knock her out, before making her change clothes to prevent others from recognizing. At this time, Cowell arrived in the tunnel, having heard that strange noise. So Linny proceeded to knock him out afterward. Linny passed the unconscious accomplice through the magic box.
Okay.
And there you have it.
Does the defendant's side have any objections?
The key to refuting Lady Farina is the order of events, what Linny experienced, and what he...
Ja, let's go. Ich finde es immer seltsam, wenn der Abenteurer spricht. So, Linny hat Halsey angegriffen. Der laute Knall wurde durch den hier. Gelangte durch die Luft in den Raum, in dem daher wurde er auch nicht Zeuge dessen, was in dem Tunnel vorfiel und konnte deutlich auch nicht den dumpfen, das hier. Okay. Weiter geht's. Linny schlug Halsey mit einer Vase nieder und zog ihr dann die Kleidung aus, damit sie nicht erkannt werden würde. So. Was haben wir hier? Während der Zaubershow verließ niemand von hier das Opernhaus und nach dem Vorfall durften die gehen dann mit dem von der... Okay. Er gibt an, er habe eine... Hier, zack.
Linny went to the room that contains the Oratrice's core.
Jalla.
This is...
Ich werde jetzt alles richtig machen. Linny hat Karl bewusstlos geschlagen. Nach Widersprüchen suchen. Nein. Was haben wir hier? Während des Austauschs in der Zaubershow war deutlich ein dumpfes Geräusch zu vernehmen, das von vielen Zuschauern gehört wurde. Nein. Warte mal ganz kurz. Der ausgeschriebene Mechanismus der Zaubererken wurde aktiviert und der Wassertank stürzte in die Tiefe. Alles sollte wie ein Unfall aussehen. Was haben wir hier? So. Was haben wir hier? Während der Zaubershow verließ niemand von hier das Opernhaus und nach dem Vorfall durften nur diejenigen gehen, deren Identität von der... Okay. Und was war das hier? Linny betrat... Nein, hat er nicht. Wie haben wir das gemacht? Ey, das wird jetzt ein bisschen... Ich weiß halt nicht, ob man Sachen zweimal verwenden kann. Kann man nicht, ne? Ich habe noch 3 Teile. Das Kleid der vermissten Hälse wurde aus einem unbekannten Grund entzündet. Der Anblick dessen dürfte den ziemlich verwirrt haben. Was haben wir hier? Unfall auf der Bühne. Okay. Bewusstlos geschlagen. Ich glaube... Dumpfes Geräusch. Okay, jetzt habe ich endlich einen Fehler gemacht. Niemand das hier? Auch nicht? Dann das Kleid, das macht irgendwie keinen Sinn.
Linny did not take part in the underground altercation.
Okay. Jetzt haben wir schon 3 Sachen. Oh, weil ich 2 Fehler gemacht habe, wurde es nicht gezählt. Okay. Nice. Gleichgewicht. Erfolgreich widerlegt.
In other words, you believe that he knew...
That's right!
My reasoning?
If that's the case, then if Cowell hadn't entered the tunnel, assuming that what you say is true, Linny only needed to kidnap the young girl to cause a new
Oh, that...
That's right, you tell him! Oh, well, your denial is very strident, I'll give you that. But what... Of course I do. If he had been in the magic box the whole... You're saying that he wasn't?
Deine Aussage ist nun zu einem entscheidenden Hinweis geworden. Bitte wähle auf Grundlage... Oh Gott. Welcher Beweis belegt, dass Linny zum Zeitpunkt der Tat nicht im Tunnel war? Die Lüftungsöffnung des Tunnels sieht so aus, als könnte sie gerade noch einer Person in keinem Zusammenhang... Ich kann hier mehrere Sachen wählen. Die Vermisste heißt Häsli und sie kam der Zaubershow, um Schloss aufzubauen. Während des Austauschs in der Zaubershow war deutlich ein dumpfes Geräusch zu vernehmen. Ja, das hier.
That's right! Linny wasn't in the box, or this means that when the crime happened, the same clue you used to disprove his alibi has
So witzig aus, Allah. Junge.
Well, to think you'd use such logic. Well then, if it wasn't Linny who committed the crime, then who was it?
Da war. Wähle die Zahnräder auf dem Bildschirm, um die entsprechende Fallabfrage anzuzeigen. Wähle die jeweiligen Antworten und fülle alle freien Felder aus, um die Richtigkeit deiner Schlussfolgerung zu überprüfen. Sobald alle Fragen richtig beantworten, ist die Beweiskette abgeschlossen. Die Ermittlung der... So, klicke ich das an, oder was? Aha. Alles geht automatisch. Wähle einen beliebigen Hinweis, um dir die Informationen im Detail anzusehen.
The deceased's name is Cowell. Halsey is the missing person and an ordinary audience member.
Ah, das kann sein.
Could there have been a third person in...
Nehmen wir das hier.
Missing person.
Schlussfolgerung falsch. Scheiße.
Could there have
Dann
been a
dritte.
third-
Das ist sehr wahrscheinlich. Auch falsch.
The
Okay,
deceased's name is Cowell.
das stimmt. Alles falsch gemacht einfach.
That can't...
Oh, is that
What I must do next is recreate the truth. What Cowell did.
Das ist seltsam, wenn die Stimme von ihm kommt. So, wie könnte man vorher wissen, dass Lini keine Möglichkeit hatte, das Verbrechen zu verhindern?
No one entered or left the Opernhaus through its entrance.
Das kann man nehmen.
The deceased's name is Cowell. Linny's assistant. Halsey's clothing was in the tunnel. So there must have...
Ja,
The sound we heard may have come from a clash, but
das stimmt.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which gave our criminal ample time. It
Ist es
would have
das
been
hier?
tough for both.
So vielleicht? Nee, Schlussfolgerung falsch. Alter, wow. Wie könnte man vorher wissen, dass Lini keine Möglichkeit hatte, das Verbrechen zu verhindern?
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment.
So das?
No one entered or left the Opernhaus through its entrances.
Zack. Wer ist der derzeitige Hauptverdächtige? Warte, ich mach das falsch.
Or left the Opernhaus through its entrances.
Das dumpfe Geräusch.
It would have been tough for both people to fit in. The sound we heard may have come from a clash.
Zack. Okay. Wer ist der derzeitige Hauptverdächtige?
The
Du?
deceased's name is Cowell.
Zack. Wohin ist die vermisste Halsey
No one
verschwunden?
entered or left the Opernhaus through its entrances. The sound we heard may have come from... No one entered or
So.
left...
Falsch? Ah, das letzte ist aber falsch. Das Kleid.
Clothing was in the...
Alles andere ist richtig, okay. Immer noch falsch. Hä? Ah.
What's wrong, Traveler? Are you still having trouble figuring...
I see how it is.
Oh, oh.
Since we're at a dead end, why not consider it just like the trick as it transpired? The end.
If only we knew how Halsey does.
Well, that would be nice, but the
Aus dem Schrank raus irgendwann.
this is a magic trick where you can just make a real
Aus dem Wassertank verschwinden.
Excuse my interruption, dear opponents, but do you not see?
Oh, oh. 2:0.
If the defense is unable to make further effective arguments, we will move on to the next stage of the trial.
Wartet. Jetzt kommt's.
Linny was not in the tunnel at that moment, which... The sound we heard may have come from a clash between the missing...
Ja,
The deceased's name is Cowell.
ja. Wohin ist die vermisste Halsey verschwunden? Hier.
This was not broken by chance. It was used to cover important evidence. The water.
Ah.
No one entered or left. Halsey's clothing was in the... It would have been tough for both people to fit. The vase
Kann
was
sein.
not broken.
Nehmen wir das mal. Das ist ein neuer Beweis. Schlussfolgerung richtig.
Paimon gets it! It all comes together if Lynette escaped from the water tank, vanishing gradually and leaving. If there's a similar method where a person could be transformed...
How could a person ever be transformed into water? Must we read? Magic tricks are ultimately just illusions and...
Even so, I trust the Traveler's judgment. The truth must be out there somewhere. Perhaps some new line of reasoning may... Since Cal was the deceased, we haven't placed much attention, but given that we aren't making much progress with the case, it wouldn't hurt to have a...
People really do come up with all sorts of harebrained strange schemes when at the...
Nevertheless, I believe that this is a reasonable request on the part of an attorney. Since the trial does indeed appear to be at guard,
Wie geil die das gemacht
please
haben.
step into the lounge and
Das
examine
macht mich gerade total. Aber richtig krass.
We are still examining the items, but we have already made critical progress that we feel must be shared with everyone post-haste. We discovered several test tubes of fluid within Cowell's baggage, each labeled. The notebook in his backpack claims that these fluids are...
the primordial seed.
The note's contents also indicate that Cowell belonged to an organization that sells illegal drugs, and that the notebook has many entries concerning safe usage of these fluids, in which the keyword is... One of these tubes was labeled Opera Epiclese, along with yesterday's date. The notes also state that these dissolution properties work exclusively on people from Fontaine. It's likely, as such, we believe that the defense's hypothesis is...
You've got to be kidding! People dissolving...
Could something so ridiculous actually...
Wait a moment. This reminds me of a certain prophecy, but...
Huh. If people can become water, does that mean that the water tank's real use was as a means to hide waters? Wait just a minute. Could that mean... You...
Demoiselle, wait! What about your partner?
Let's go. Just trust...
Order! Order!
Bullshit.
It is undeniable that further examination of the deceased... Still, let us assume that these clues are indeed authentic, albeit with the understanding... Guards, please continue examining the... Mr. Linney, it appears your hypothesis is supported by the...
Of course. Thank you. If we uphold this hypothesis, I believe that many of this case's seemingly unrelated clues...
Right! Like the metal hook! That one didn't make sense. Let's think about this. Cowell's methods must have something to do with that. What?
Okay, was hat es das hat uns auch gefehlt. Wer ist der derzeitige Hauptverdächtige? Du. Welches Hilfsmittel hat der Täter zu verfolgen, um den Zeitpunkt des Auflösens zu kontrollieren? Zeitpunkt des Auflösens zu kontrollieren. Welches Hilfsmittel? Den Zeitpunkt des Auflösens. Ja, das hier. Ah, nee, warte, das ist falsch. Das hier vielleicht? Mit das hier? Hilfsmittel hat der Täter den Mechanismus, mit dem das Verbrechen begann, versteckt.
Lynette was in the magic box on stage the entire time.
Nein. Ich erinnere mich, dass sich in der inneren Schicht dieses Schranks noch etwas anderes befand. Dem hier? Ah, die beiden sind falsch, okay. Welches Hilfsmittel hat der Täter zu verwenden? Dann müssen wir das hier nehmen. Mit welchem Hilfsmittel hat der Täter eine Chance, mit dem das Verbrechen begangen wurde? Das hier? Okay, das ist falsch. Hier. Okay. Alter. Oh geil. Ich muss so ein Detektivspiel holen. Das macht so Spaß. So Spaß.
Would tamper with the water tank rope. When the magic box containing Halsey was lowered, the metal hook would retract gradually and pierce the balloon at the top of the box. When the balloon attached to the box popped, the water from the primordial seed inside it would pour down and dissolve Halsey. Afterward, Cowell would enter the tunnel and break the flower vase to conceal the water inside the tunnel. But he encountered something unexpected in the tunnel, and wound up being fatally hit by the same water tank he meant to use to cover his tracks.
Huh. That does make sense.
That actually links together a lot of the more confusing...
Oh, nice.
Oh dear, what do I do? Even I think they sound convincing now.
Now, it seems like the only point of contention remaining is the exact His notes mentioned he had an accomplice who could be related to the situation.
On that note, the guards have just contacted me indicating that they uncovered new evidence. I shall now invite him on stage.
Thank you, Your Honor. We were and we found an identical sample of the water from the...
What?
That can't be.
Oh, I see. Well, does this not clear all doubt, my dear citizens?
Hä, wieso? Jetzt fängt es wieder an.
Lenny did not need to take part in the dissolution of the young woman at all. Indeed, he did leave, having made modifications to the props beforehand. His accomplice Cowell then caught that upon his return in cruel avarice. Lenny desired so ultimately he knocked Cowell out, and the tool meant to cover the crime up also became a murder Now, as much as I regret having come to such a viciously straightforward
Oh no.
Am I right?
Krass.
We've used up all the evidence we collected. There's no way. Is this the end of the road?
Okay. Schau nicht mal. Wow.
Oh no. Seems using the water as new evidence was too good a move.
I think we've all seen enough now. I believe this is indeed the...
Uh-oh.
Now then, my good, noble Chief Justice. Excuse me, everyone.
Miss, I must ask you not to shout. And
Oh, come on. Don't be hasty. I have a good reason for interrupting, you know. Now, would anyone here I'll show you an amazing trick. One that can bring a young woman who has disappeared back in the flesh. Right, what in the world?
No offense, miss, but miracles like that are beyond my...
Come on now, don't be silly. Magic is all about misdirection, isn't it? It often conceals the truth while once everyone believes the illusion. Can't magic reveal the truth to them once again? And wouldn't such a trick be the most marvelous finale? Come on, Lenny and Lynette. Give it another go. Don't worry. Spina di Rasula has made the necessary but as the magic makers and stars of the show, I think...
I understand.
Hä?
And voila.
Sorry for the interruption.
Wait, isn't that Halsey? So...
To be clear, I'm only here because this person told me that if I testified, the merit of doing so would lessen my sentence. I was hiding outside this room listening to the proceedings because I was afraid that I would be the one put on trial. I was just feeling happy that no one had noticed me, and then before I knew it, she caught me.
That'll teach you to underestimate.
Where should I begin? I'm sorry. Firstly, my name isn't Halsey. It's Lily. I heard that Lenny's show was gonna be a real thriller, but I missed the chance to buy a ticket. That's how I make a living. I steal stuff here and there. But I was noticed at the harbor a few days ago, and I barely got away. Lenny was the one who caught me in the act.
Ah, das ist die Diebin.
No wonder you look familiar. Liddy even mentioned that you were...
Well, and I thought that would have been the end of it, but then the number... He even mentioned the Fortress of Meripede. That's a prison, isn't it? So you can imagine how shocked I was. So I played along with the show while looking for an opening to flee. But then I got water poured on me for no reason, and then someone jumped into the tunnel to nab me. I wasn't going to take that lying down, so I knocked him out and stuffed him into the box. There was nowhere to run from there, though, so I had to change my clothes and hide in a box containing performance costumes. I slipped out after the first guard arrived at this...
Can a person even hide in there?
So unspektakulär gerade.
I didn't know that the
Mano.
water tank would fall down. Really, I swear it. Had I known that, I wouldn't have put him in the magic box. I may be a thief, but I'm no killer.
Well, that makes everything pretty clear now, doesn't it?
This time, we need to tell the entire story from Lily.
Okay. Nummernwähler. Nee. Elsie hat sie aufgelöst. Nee, hat sie nicht. Das Karte der Fernseher wurde aus einem Unkangründen zurückgelassen. Was ist das? Die hatten keinen Streit. Nummernwähler. Seltsames Gerücht. Was haben wir noch? Hier. Aufgenommen ist es eine, dass sie von Wagen. Okay. Aber zack.
Seems this won't
Nein, falsch. Kann ich das dann nochmal benutzen? Ja, kann ich. Okay. Eine Sekunde. Das ist irgendwie seltsam. Diese Maschine wird dazu verwenden, erst noch eingehende Überprüfung, dass sie wurde manipuliert. Hier. Das. Hä? Alter, was? Okay, das passt nicht. Irgendwie macht alles keinen Sinn. Okay, es ist nur eine einzige Sache falsch wahrscheinlich, weil deswegen macht es für mich keinen Sinn. Wird aktiviert und der Wassertank stürzt in die Tiefe. Alles sollte wie ein Unfall aussehen. Hier. Auch nicht. Was haben wir hier? Hey. Das hier? Auch nicht. Da haben wir es. Oh, Gott sei Dank. Okay, es geht aber weiter. Die hatten Streit, hatten aber keinen Streit. Okay, was haben wir hier? Halsey hat sich aufgelöst, hat sie nicht. Aber... Oh, die 3 Dinger waren es gewesen.
Her panic only intensified after she entered the tunnel and had water poured on her head. Hearing the commotion, he did not know that Lillian was mistakenly believing that the two broke the flower vase with no way of escaping.
Let's go. Immer im Gleichgewicht.
She would have to go through guard inspection.
She had already become desperately hungry by the time we were chatting.
At this point, all the events.
So bravo!
Dank.
Now then, Lady Farina. Please answer the question, Lady Farina. Also, if I may add, the trial has not yet ended. As...
What? Are you reading? No. I have no further arguments.
Wow! Look at that!
If there are no objections, then as the Chief Justice of Fontaine, I shall once again repeat the full sequence of events. The actual perpetrator of the serial disappearances, with some modifications to the selector, he could ensure that the to cover up any evidence while committing the deed. Cowell thought of allowing the water tank to... He also tampered with the rope suspending the water tank, using the fireworks at the end of the performance to cause the tank to drop and hide the watermarks. He poured the water from the primordial sea into a balloon during the preparation of the magic box. Finally, he passed the prepared hook on a rope through the gap in the magic box's door when When the magic trick officially began, the box containing the woman was lowered into the tunnel. If all had gone to plan, the young woman would be dissolved at this time. However, Lillian was not from Fontaine, and thus fled the box. Realizing that there was trouble, Cowell entered the tunnel and met Lillian. Thinking that the waters had not yet taken effect, he decided to proceed. However, his opponent was more capable than he thought, and he was overcome, knocked unconscious, and placed into the magic box. Lillian, according to her own statements, then changed clothes and hid until the performance ended, before hiding in other parts of the opera house. As for Linny, he was in the underground structures with it. From this reconstruction of events, we...
Hooray, Linny and Lynette!
While there is much in Linny and Lillian's conduct that should, this case at least, can be handed over to the Oratrice to make the final decision.
Crazy. Alter, wie geil ist das bitte? Ich will auch so etwas haben.
As such, Linny...
Great work, part. Thank you all. Thank you so much.
Lasst uns doch nicht feiern.
Next, I think we just... How did you find the water from the primordial...
Right! Your discovery caused me to make a serious mistake.
I suspect that the accomplice mentioned in Cowell's note... I'm sure you know what you must do to lessen...
Speak quickly!
Unless you want to earn yourself...
I was just... We were supposed to place blame for the serial disappearances onto Linny, and thus cause suspicion to fall on the...
And now that your plan has fallen through, and the secrets of the water have been revealed, therefore you would be wise to tell everything you know, and...
Yes! I'll tell you, our boss discovered that the water can also be made into a potion, which when extremely diluted, can cause... We've been in this business for a while now, and have made decent more off it. The disappearances were also the boss's idea.
Oh nee. War so klar. Er hat sich in Wasser verwandelt. Wow.
And now he can no longer...
Such ruthlessness.
An outrage. All present, please submit to inspection immediately.
Im Tatort wird auch nichts außer der Flüssigkeit gefunden, die nach der Auflösung von Wagen zurückgeblieben ist.
So, we're just going back now?
Das Problem ist vorübergehend gelöst.
Traveler, Paimon, please wait.
Linny.
I know you may not want to speak to me right now, but still, let me, I guess. I didn't approach you with any... As for why, that was how Father, who you might know as the Knave...
The Knave? The one who...
That's right. Back when our parents to survive, I took my sister to my surprise before long, and...
So you went from orphans?
That was how we felt at first, but he would constantly take me to all sorts of
That doesn't seem too bad either.
After one particular performance, I waited a long time after the answer he gave me...
Oh no. But what if
As far as outsiders are concerned, I managed to ferret out the... All I saw was the...
So...
That's right. Father, I mean, the Knave. The House of the Hearth welcomes you. For your interest, I was hesitant to trust her. But she was also quick to destroy...
Oh, so that's...
She has her own plan. She has gained permission from the Tsaritsa to first use the Gnosis's power when she obtains it. She plans to use it to find a way to...
So... She believes...
That's right. The whole House of the Hearth is currently working to... Today's case has also proven that people from Fontaine can indeed dissolve into some sort... All of us house members here, Lady Arlecchino herself included, are from Fontaine. To us orphans, the only connection we have left to the...
So, from small deeds like distributing magic pockets to huge schemes...
It's alright. I understand. I just hope you can understand that even as a member of the House... I have never stopped making my own decisions. And if you should need anything at all in the future, feel free to find...
Tschüssi.
Bye, Linny.
Alter. Crazy.
Hey there.
Auch seltsam.
What was with the disappearing act you pulled right as the trial ended?
Were you looking for us now?
Well, this whole thing isn't exactly over, is it? I do feel that we're getting closer to Huh? What's wrong, my dear partner?
Besides, are you sure we're... And given that there's new evidence...
Ah, I see. Sorry.
Don't say that.
Aw, and we were having so much fun investigating with you, too. Was
Kannst
this
buchen.
Wait, shall we have a farewell meal? You know...
Huh?
Well, Anyway, it would just be a meal.
You don't have to twist...
Oh, wonderful.
All right, then.
Oh Gott. Es geht immer ums Essen bei ihr. So, wir haben es geschafft. Opfer die Hito-Siegel, die du bei deinen Abenteuern findest. Oh, nice. Direkt was Neues freigeschaltet. Neuer Auftrag, halbautomatisches Schmieden. Kannst du hier neue Aufträge erhalten? Ja, das können wir dann in den nächsten Videos machen. Wir sind hier einmal durch. Danke fürs Zuschauen, Leute. Bis zum nächsten Video. Ciao, ciao.